Urban Strange Tales, the resurrection poem of Haiti. If I told you that people can come back to life after death, would you believe it? Today we are going to talk about the resurrectionists, the prototype of zombies in Western movies. They have vacant eyes, expressionless faces, and only obey the commands of the sorcerer. These resurrectionists have no memory or emotions. They are a kind of living dead caught between life and death. In the northern part of the Caribbean Sea, there is a small country called Haiti, which is also the birthplace of resurrectionists. In the 16th century, many African black people were sold to Haiti, and as a result, the primitive African religion, voodoo, also became popular there. Voodoo, also known as Vodou, is a mysterious religion filled with terrifying beliefs. The resurrectionists were created by voodoo. Because voodoo can bring the dead back to life, it quickly gained great admiration among the locals. After all, who wouldn't want free labor that can bring the dead back to life? So at that time, sorcerers were considered gods in the hearts of the local people. Now, let's talk about a real case of a resurrectionist. In 1982, a Haitian black man named Narcisse claimed that he had become a resurrectionist and returned to his family. According to Narcisse's recollection, he was killed by his brother and a sorcerer in 1962. Narcisse suddenly fell ill for no reason and then became ice cold all over his body. When he heard the doctor declare his death in a daze, he was buried in a grave. He didn't know how long had passed when he was taken to a farm to work. Surprisingly, there were over 100 resurrectionists like him on the farm. It wasn't until the sorcerer died one day that Narcisse regained his sanity and escaped from the farm. After learning that his brother had passed away, Narcisse returned to his family. So, are resurrectionists real? The answer is, of course, yes. However, these so-called resurrectionists are not truly revived from the dead. According to the investigation by American botanist Davis, these resurrectionists are actually created by poisoning, not through sorcery. In other words, these people didn't actually die. They experienced a state of apparent death due to being poisoned. So what is the truth behind the resurrectionists? The sorcerers at that time would prepare a powder containing a lethal pufferfish toxin. When they wanted to turn someone into a resurrectionist, they would apply this powder to the target's daily belongings. Just a trace amount of the poison powder would cause the target to enter a state of apparent death. In an era with underdeveloped medical technology, this kind of apparent death would generally go unnoticed. After the target was buried, the sorcerers would dig them out of the ground before they woke up and use a prepared mixture of potatoes and mandrake to revive them. Potatoes could remove some trace amounts of toxins, while mandrake had hallucinogenic effects. When these two ingredients were mixed into a drug, it would render the person unconscious but still able to move. The person who took the drug would become a puppet at the mercy of others. Now that you've heard this, you should understand that there is no real sorcery of resurrection. It's all just a means to deceive the world using poison. So, I have always believed that the devil is not scary. What's scary is the human heart. Lastly, a reminder. Never eat anything given by strangers. The world is full of wonders. That's all for today's story. See you in the next episode.